Old friends are like old memories. They always remind you of your past, and we are reminding ourselves of the past episodes from this week of Good Company for the Best of Good Company with me, Hollie Taylor. Hollie Taylor here, and I had a really interesting conversation last night with my 8-year-old, and she was just saying, "Mom, your life is perfect." Okay. I love that that's how she sees my life, but that is totally inaccurate. But she said, "How do you stay so positive?" And trust me, I'm not always positive. I definitely have my low moments, but I've really embraced that idea of finding the good in different situations. Embracing the idea that gratitude and grief can coexist really helps me out a lot, because sometimes I'm grieving something I lost because I was grateful for it, and I'm blessed to have had that in my life. It doesn't negate the pain. I still feel it. I'm still sad. And so we went through things that she was grateful for yesterday. And she didn't really have much, and she just was really in a sad mode. But we started to go through that practice of, okay, well, yes, yesterday felt like it was terrible, but what is something you're grateful for that happened? So that is my question for you. Taking you behind the screen, and yes, this is our bedtime routine. What are you grateful for from this day? It's a Monday, not always an easy one, but there has to be something. Even if it was the fact that you got a coffee this morning, because honestly, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm grateful for free coffee here at work. Maybe you've got something a little bit more more deep, I don't know, but feel free to share something you're grateful for today. 905-338-1250. You got me, you got producer Mike, and so I'm going to put producer Mike right now on the or in the spotlight as we're talking about things that we are grateful for. What is something you're grateful for today?
You know, I knew you were going to throw to me, too. I had time to prepare.
Yeah?
And I got nothing.
Nothing?
Let's see.
You had like 5 minutes and 27 seconds, if my math is correct.
I'm grateful for you, Holly. I'm grateful that I get to work with you every day. You keep it interesting.
You're looking for a raise, aren't you? It's not my department.
No comment.
Amazing. Well, I'm grateful for you too.
Thank you.
It's nice not to have to sit here completely by myself pushing all the buttons, and it's nice to have someone to talk to who, by the way, my friends, is sporting a brand new hoodie.
Thank you. I went
to add
shopping
to his
this weekend.
Hoodie collection.
Yeah. I'm grateful for the sale I got on the hoodies.
There we go.
There we go.
We're getting gratitude left, right, and center with this guy. All right, let's go to our text line, 905-338-1250. Laura says that she is grateful for Joy Radio. Thank you. Happy to be with you throughout your days, and we're grateful for you. I mean, without you, we would have a very pointless job. So thank you for being a part of our day as well. Mark, he is grateful for his family. Yes, there's just something about knowing you got people who are going to be with you. Hopefully through thick and thin. Now, let's get to one more. This is from Lisa. And Lisa says that she is grateful for the country we live in. Not always wonderful, but grateful that we live here. Yeah, it's been a journey. So definitely keep our leaders in your prayers. I'm Hollie Taylor. This is Good Company, and I want to talk about the negative emotions, the ones I tell my daughters, hey, it's okay to feel this, but you got to be careful with how you express this. And I'm talking about anger. If you've watched Inside Out, anger plays a very key role in rounding out all of the emotions. But there's been some new studies in how do you best express anger. Because I used to think, you're angry, go exercise, get that negativity out. But apparently, since when you're angry, you will have an elevated heart rate, and they call it a physiological arousal. And so if you are exercising, like going jogging or, lifting them weights, it's actually going to continue to trigger that. So they say do things to help calm yourself down. Ball sports, they work. Because it's usually in a team atmosphere, you're having fun, it's joyful, it's play. So that does count. So it's an exercise that will help calm you down. But going for a jog? Nah, you're going to ruminate on what you're mad about, and you're going to be like running super fast. Soon you'll be sprinting and you won't even realize it, and you'll finish your finish your race, your jog, and you're going to be tired and still upset. Venting? Also not going to help you. Expressing your anger by yelling at someone. You might feel good in the moment, but not in the long run. So let's talk about anger and some of those best methods that you have used to express that anger, which is neither good nor bad, in a way that is actually going to help you feel better and heal and not just amp you up. This is kind of new. I truly thought that if you were angry and you went for a jog, that would help. Science says, nah, it is going to continue to elevate your heart and make you not calm down. You'll still be angry, even if you realize it or not, after the end of that jog. Producer Mike, what do you do? Because you're like one of the more chill people that I know.
I put on my headphones and I go for a walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Good music, or maybe not good music. Maybe just music that matches whatever I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, something a little heavier, a little angrier.
Okay, so you're expressing it through music.
Yeah, and then go for a walk. And,
yeah, which isn't jogging, so you're not elevating your heart.
No, and you're not out of breath by the time you're done. So I think that's a healthy way to do it, right?
Getting some fresh air. You're in nature. They say that helps with your emotional state.
That's true. Yeah, get out, change of setting and atmosphere.
Literally touching grass.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
All right, that's a good one. I remember Daniel Tiger. It was a show my kids watched. Maybe your grandkids watch it too. And it was about counting down. And there's like all these songs, which makes sense now after seeing this article about how to express and process your anger in a way that actually is helpful. So counting down from 10 to 1, doing something that has a calming impact on you, a timeout. I love a good timeout. I have given myself a timeout or two, where I'm just like, all right, Mummy's going to hide in the closet for a second. It's dark, it's quiet, there's nobody yelling my name or poking at me. Yeah, sometimes that is what you need to calm down and not rile yourself up again. I'm Hollie Taylor. I've got a feel-good story for you. A few months ago, there was the hurricane that ripped through North Carolina, and it was devastating, the amount of damage that it caused. Well, here's your feel-good story. Out of the midst of this tragedy, there was a North Carolina godsend, as people are naming him, as he said he couldn't just give people an estimate. He said, yeah, I'm just going to do it for you. And so he's stayed up long days, spending long nights helping people by offering them free construction work. He's been doing this for about 3 months now. As a contractor, he just felt like this was a way for him to give back. He saw the emotional toll that it was for him personally, having to say goodbye to a family home. And now there's people to this day dealing with this, and he just couldn't stand by. He understands the mental toll that has on the community around him. And so there he is, helping people left, right, and center. And the community just so incredibly grateful for what he is doing. So he's built several bridges, helped roads be reopened, but he's doing this all through his personal savings and donations. So I love that people are supporting him so he can support others. You know, we're not all handy, but maybe there is finances that you have. And so it's a great way of just saying, I love that cause, let's support them. And I know there's so many things happening right here in our own community, homelessness, there's food banks looking for support. So we can, be the pocketbooks while someone's being the hands and feet. And of course, all of this covered through prayer. And we're talking about those good compliments that you've received. You can text them in 905-338-1250. This would be the sweetest compliment that I could get from my mother-in-law. Angela texted in. She said she made one of her mother-in-law's dishes, and her mother-in-law ate it and said, "You did a good job." Yeah, you did a good job. 5 words from a mother-in-law sometimes can just I mean, like, I don't know if I could leave the room. My head would swell so big. I would be so happy. Not conceited big, but just like, oh my goodness, best day ever. They would need a rock to hold me down from floating up to the ceiling. And it's food too. And she said, like, the stamp of approval from a mother-in-law for food. Angela, congratulations. That's huge. Has someone else given you a compliment? Text in 905-338-1250. And the compliments to me, they can also be a little bit of encouragement. When you get someone saying, hey, you did this well, sometimes that is the energy you need to continue on. A little bit of encouragement there too. So you respect somebody and you compliment them. Hey, I love what you had to say. Producer Mike, have you ever gotten a compliment that just made you feel better?
You know what? I got one from my doctor once.
What?
She was like, Mike, you look healthy.
Ooh.
It was like at the end of the appointment, just as, we're saying bye.
Yeah.
I was like, that one stuck with me.
Yeah.
It's nice when your doctor says you look healthy, right?
Exactly.
It's not just anybody else.
They're so used to seeing you sick.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that also encouraged you to continue what you were doing.
It did. It was like, I'm on the right track,
Yeah, it's like affirmations.
I don't know how she's going to top it next time.
Oh, right? Producer Mike, you look healthier.
I'll have to wear cologne or something. You smell great.
Yeah.
There we go.
Then you see the sign that says this office
No
is a scent-free zone.
Nuts.
Well, that's a wrap. Those are our favorite memories from this past week. Join me for more Good Company live every weekday from 4:30 till 6 p.m. here on Joy Radio. Oh, and don't forget, you can also catch up by subscribing to our Joy Radio podcast. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, text 905-338-1250. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Monday.